She kicks a lot of wonderful ass in it.
Yes. I started writing cards for y'all because I leave little bags with vinyl and stuff, and they were too long because I was like, I love the movie, I love the part, and I was like, just calm down. So I just was like, thanks for being here, but I loved the movie.
Thank you.
Yes, we are gonna get to it because I'm very excited about it, but I wanted to ask, because summer, it's finally here, we've been eating it. Did you all have any like random, I feel like we've all had random jobs, like before we hit, like before you got to do what you really want to do. Do y'all have any random summer jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah? But you want to share?
When I was 17, yeah, went to drama school. And Mum and Dad said, you better come back and work in the summer towards your, keep for the rest of the year when you go back to London. So I went in a department store selling screws. Don't, please.
Yeah.
In the hardware department, I was selling... What? I was selling screws. I had no idea what I was doing. They come in, can I have a 3/8 of an inch? Can I have a... I said, whatever, pick them in front of you. But I lasted about a week there before they put me into gents tailoring,
Yeah, I love that you made it. I know y'all make it very fancy. Department stores, we don't have screws in our department stores here.
No, but hardware. You have John Lewis is in Manchester in England.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know nothing about any of that as well, but it is frustrating when you walk into a Home Depot and they don't know either. But no, Norman, what'd you do? What was like a summer job?
I used to clean houses, mostly like clean yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Do you love, I find cleaning therapeutic, do you?
I'm really kind of anal about stuff like that. No one, you would look at me and never think that, but...
Honestly, me too. I'm very disheveled, and but I do like a tidy house.
Yeah. But like my refrigerator, like the yogurts have to be right there in order. Like I'm that guy.
Yeah.
You would never know.
I had a friend like you that I used to mess with. He looked like a serial killer with his refrigerator. He did. It was Clay Aiken. He was on Idol, the same show I came from, and I went to his house and I was like, the hell? He had everything. And then just to them, I just moved everything.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and it did mess him up, yeah. But it did look like a serial killer lived there, how his refrigerator looked.
Right
well,
now?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I like things tidy, but it was like, it had to be like certain, everything was faced like, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was me too.
I'm
On the
exactly
dates of the milk. Always check on the dates of the milk, right? You put the one at the front and you replace it from the back.
Oh, there's nothing worse than finding out it's expired by not looking at it and tasting it, you know? That's happened to me. Probably not you, serial killer. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I love it. I'm a very neat person as well. No, wait, did you know you were going to get attacked on the show?
No, I was hoping for it. I'm into it. Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What'd you do for a summer job?
I had to do some cleaning too, but no one paid me. It was more of a volunteer work.
Oh, no.
Just like, cleaning the school and the neighborhood and like these kind of things.
Okay, you volunteered. That's nice.
It was fun, though.
What a good heart. But it is nice to get paid.
I didn't want to do it. I just had,
Yeah.
it was what we were supposed to do.
Okay, you won out in life on that one. Okay, so wait, last time, Ian, I have to bring this up because I love your voice. But last time we were talking about your pop albums that you released, right? But we failed to mention, because I did not recall at the time, you're at the beginning. Is it Slave to the Rhythm? Is it Grace Jones?
Grace Jones album.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, I do that, yeah.
I forgot to put that together last time you were here, and I was like, next time. It's the most amazing intro.
No, well, I was doing it. It was a funny story because I was doing my own show in England called Lovejoy about an antique dealer.
Yeah.
And having fish and chips in a restaurant, and a great old friend of mine, Trevor Horn, the record producer, right, was sitting over there, and he went, hello, Ian. He said, what are you doing? What are you doing after your, cotton chips? I said, nothing. He said, well, listen, Orson Welles is dead. Can you come and do a voiceover for me? So we went back to his studio, which was around the corner, Notting Hill Gate, and he produced this extraordinary spliff. So the two of us sat there, and he said, there it is. So I just got on with Slave, Jones, the left, Jones, the rhythm, and then in comes that. It's a great album, actually.
It's an amazing album. Yeah.
All conceived by her, sort of, the guy who was a mentor, John Paul Good. I think he was called French guy.
Yeah.
Who sort of created her whole image and everything.
The whole vibe.
Slave to the rhythm.
Yeah. It's like a song like that would never make it now because there's like 2 minutes to go by with no melody, nothing.
No,
nothing. Yeah, which is kind of a shame because I, first of all, love an instrumental part of a song. Like I love that.
But they don't make albums like that.
But they don't make albums like that anymore.
No, you don't do that.
Nobody would play that.
Concept albums. It's like watching the Zeppelin film recently, and it's all about Jimmy organizing an entire album to his own music. The whole thing
Yeah.
should be a one. No singles, just play the album. You
Yeah.
get through it. It's a great
I
movie.
know
by
there's
the way.
something really beautiful and romantic about that we now miss. I feel
Well,
like.
also album covers are things of beauty, you know?
Yeah.
And the album, famous people did them. I mean,
Yeah.
the liner notes were great, always, you know?
Yeah.
That world's
But man,
gone
your
by.
voice though, at the beginning of that song, I was like, okay, sir. Okay, Sir Ian. I like it. Okay, you spent time singing music, did music videos. I heard Bjork
Oh,
and
yeah.
Lady Gaga I know.
I've done a bunch.
Yeah.
Well-
How did you get into that world?
I followed a girl to Los Angeles who immediately hooked up with her ex-boyfriend and left.
Sure.
And yeah,
Sure.
so I didn't. I worked at a motorcycle shop.
Yeah.
Right? And then I would do art shows with friends of mine that were going to like Otis Parsons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But all those directors, Fincher and Tarsim and all those people that were just starting out were all doing music videos, and they had their own company.
Yeah.
And they would call me. So I did Bjork, Keith Richards, Lady Gaga was later. That happened
Yeah, later,
yeah. REM, a whole bunch of
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I didn't know that about you, and then I did a deep dive. I was like, oh, you're all over the place. You must have been friends
Yeah.
with all these people or something. This is crazy.
Yeah, and you work like 25 hours straight for like $8.
Oh, my God.
But it was fun. I met all these artists.
Yeah.
I still know a lot of them.
There's nothing worse than you being on a job and then you find out who's getting paid what next to you, and you're like,
I was just happy to be like hanging out with radio.
for sure, you're
Yeah.
happy for a minute, and
Yeah.
then you're like, but paychecks are nice to feed yourself and pay the bills. Yeah.
That's true.
No. So, did you ever get into music? Have you ever been in?
No, it's not one of my talents.
Okay. Do you love it though? Did you grow up?
I do love it, yeah. I mean, we used to, we were a big group of friends in the building I used to live growing up, and
Yeah.
we did like this Spice Girls
Yeah.
group, and we would just lip sync and perform for the neighbors.
Yes.
But no one knew what we were singing. You know, we was just making up like words, and it was a lot was
I love that.
I was Baby Spice.
I was going to ask which
Nice.
spice were you?
I was gonna ask too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I love that was our question. Which one were you? I was like, it's like the Golden Girls. Like, which one are you?
Yeah.
We need some commercials. Let's hand things over to an audience member.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabriella. I'm so excited for the new movie. Anna, as a classically trained ballerina studying for my BFA, I know how intense it is to master ballet. It's serious hard work. I don't even have to train to kick some on-camera ass like you do for the film. Well, wielding swords, guns, and even ice picks. I can't wait to see it all. Stay here. Kelly has some more with the cast of Ballerina after this.
We are back with Ana de Armas, and we are back with Norman Reedus as well, and Ian McShane. That was a look at their new movie, Ballerina. It's in theaters Friday. It's so good. How does this movie connect to the other John Wick movies? When I watched it, I was like, wait, which one is this? Is this in between? It's kind of happening in between, right?
It connects because it takes place between, if I may, Anna, yeah?
Go ahead.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
But Anna's character has been seen before as a young child in the episode 3 with Angelica Houston.
Yeah.
So it begins with her losing her father. The connection is great because she has the same background as Keanu's character, which gives it, I think, an emotional input for the audience. She's been part of the Roscaroma, and she's been, as a young girl, seen a tragedy happen unfold her, which I protected her from in a certain sense. I'm not going to give anything away.
Yeah.
But on that scene you see there is the first time I've seen her in 20 years, but she has the gold coin.
Yeah.
So a female demographic is long overdue in John Wick. I mean, in this kind,
Oh, man.
and having the
It's so cool.
terrific. No, it's cool, and she's
Yeah.
cool. She kicks a lot of wonderful ass. In it.
Yes. You kick a lot of wonderful ass.
And well, I mean, you got to say that. For the
I know,
poor
I
guy-
love
the
that
poor
it's
guys,
wonderful
yeah,
before.
wonderful ass, and she
Yeah.
looks good, and it's great.
Yeah.
And Keanu's in it as well.
Yes.
So there you go.
I thought that was so cool. No, have you been a fan of I'm a big fan of the John Wick films, so I've been a fan for a minute, but had you been a fan before getting in?
Huge fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've watched all of them a million times like everybody else has.
Yes.
I love 'em.
First time I saw Keanu throw a clip from his gun, from his pistol,
Yeah.
I stopped it and rewound. I was like, no
Yeah.
way. Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
It just looks badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen you, I feel like we were just talking in the break, I've seen you in a few things with action. You must love doing it.
I do now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never thought I was going to do action, like never.
You're so good at it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't think of myself as someone athletic and like, ready to take on something like that. But now this training really, allowed me to like discover that about myself.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. And yes, it was a lot of work. It was very painful at times, but it was great to just learn how to, like, you know, deal with the guns and the, you know, manhandling the whole, you know, all the dudes in the movie. Because she's a, you know, it's a woman in a you know, men's world. These big assassins coming at her.
No one watching this movie is looking at the dudes. You are badass. Like, I mean, just like the acting, the emotional, I don't want to ruin anything.
It is
but
very emotional.
Yes, the backstory, like all of it, so well done.
I think what is cool is, you know, we're discovering this universe through a different perspective, and now it's like Eve's, you know, story, and we can see this world in the Roscoe Roma that we already know, but like, you know, a different side of it, and what are the rules, what are the consequences, who are these new characters, how do we, you know, what's going on with my character and John Wick, and it's
oh my gosh,
so much fun, and it's really
have you
exciting.
ever, in all the fighting, did you ever get hurt or accidentally hurt anyone?
Just a lot of bruises, but nothing, you know, nothing bad.
That's like every day for me, man. I wake up with bruises. I don't know where I'm like, do I just walk around in my sleep? Like, I don't know what I do.
It happens to me too. I sneeze and
I'm not even badass or doing anything. I know,
Yeah.
I just get, how do you unwind? Like, how do y'all, after doing those fight scenes, how do you unwind?
I just like baths. you know?
Yeah,
Tell
for
me
sure.
baths. You like baths?
I do. Advil, maybe. A lot of Advil.
Yeah, I love an Epsom
Couple
salt
Advils
number.
and a hot bath. Yeah, that's
I've
it.
had so many injuries. They used to write them into the scripts of Walking Dead because I get so many black eyes. I've been to the hospital so many times.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
this
in
is
this
my
movie.
fear.
Not in this one.
Not
no,
in
no,
this
was
movie.
very sick.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have to fight her. That's why.
You don't get to fight. Do you get mad about that? You're jealous of that? You don't get to fight?
Oh, God, no.
I would want
Let
to.
them do it. No, I said once, anything that annoyed you, I said yes. They took my fight scene out of John Wick 3. And then I said, you think I was serious? Do you think Winston fights? Winston's a lover, not a fighter. He's the Wick whisperer.
He's almost too cool to fight.
Yeah,
He's
well,
like,
he doesn't
I'm not
want to
gonna
ruin the
throw a punch.
suit, you know?
Yeah.
He'd just take out a knife, you take out a gun and shoot you. That'd be too quick for a Wick movie.
I also feel like your character, it's like the art of war. It's like more strategy. I think like that is.
Well,
how
that's what I mean. He's the keeper of secrets. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why, you know.
He's like always having it with his drink.
He's
you
so
know,
cool.
like-
That's how he survived
Yeah.
5 movies.
Yeah. Well done, sir. All right, everybody, give it up for the cast of Ballerina. The new movie is in theaters Friday. It's so great. Go see it.